I know you have seen the title as FR paper review, but trust me, this video is going to be on what you should do now. Focus on the only answer is focus on SFM, that is paper 2. So, first, I'm talking about group 1 students or both group students. Yeah, so after coming from FR paper, mostly all of my mentoring students told me that, ma'am, the paper was very, very tough. Questions were new and everything else. So they just panicked out of this. They were not able to calmly answer the paper and they are so much tensed because, yeah, I can understand that everybody's expectation from an FR practical paper is to score an exemption. Yeah, so I'll share with you a small experience of mine. Like when I was giving group 1, then also my expectation was that in FR I will definitely score exemption. So when I appeared for the paper was lengthy, but that's fine because in a practical subject we already are prepared that yes, the paper is going to be lengthy, especially in FR. But I spent 1 hour of mine on consolidation question, and then this things happened. And when I came from the exam, I was sure that I'm not going to get exemption, because exemption is something like your paper has to go really really well. But my paper went well, but I was not able to attempt everything. I spent most of my time just cutting things like silly mistakes, cutting and then resolving the question. But when the result came, to my surprise, I scored exemption in FR. So the crux of this experience of mine is that you never know what marks you're going to get. You never know you're going to score exemption. You never know, you're thinking that you will fail, but you will manage to pass somehow. Somehow you'll manage to score 40 to 45. So just keep that faith. And even if you're overthinking that you are going to fail, you're not going to get the exemption, what will happen? Nothing is going to happen. Your result is not going to change. The result has already is it is not in your hands. You just wrote your paper. Now the result is in the hands of the, like, whatever the examiner will give you marks, whatever is in your faith. But right now what you can do is you can bring marks in SFM. So please focus on SFM. Study SFM very well. Like when I was shattered that I will not get exemption in FR, I thought this. Then I came from the exam, I just ignored every friend's comments or every friend's call. I just switched off my phone and went to study SFM, because instead of being demotivated, I was motivated that yes, in FR somewhere I'll score around 40 to 50, so I should better focus on SFM. So that earlier I was not targeting SFM as exemption, but now I can target SFM as exemption, because earlier my expectation was more from FR. Now I shifted that I want to score more in SFM. So in that 1.5 days I studied like hell. I tried to study everything, I tried to revise everything so that I can score good in SFM. So that's the only thing that you can do right now. Also, now I'll come to group 2 students. So some of my mentoring students who are only registered in group 2, they have to appear only for group 2. So they pinged me that, मैम एंग्जाइटी फील हो रही है कि मैम सब कुछ पढ़ा बट कैसे होगा, FR का इतना टफ आया है तो क्या हमारा पेपर भी टफ आएगा. सो माई आंसर टू यू ऑल इज़ that first of all, in your exams are most probably starting on 9th. So in your exams still 8 days are left and you have no connection with FR. Like you don't have to do anything with FR. So why are you all getting affected? And how can the paper pattern of FR decide the paper pattern of SCMP, DT and IDT or elective paper? So why are you all worried? And it's better, no, if you got to know that the paper was tough, then study more. Why to take stress? Just study more. So instead of getting demotivated, motivate yourself. That's all I had to say for FR paper review. FR paper review right now doesn't matter. It will matter when all your 8 papers finish. So right now what matters more is, ma'am, abhi kya kare? So what you have to do now, you have got the answer, you have to study. And after all your 8 papers finish, we can definitely focus on how and calculate how much marks you will be getting. You will get a lot of time. So right now, go start with SFM. I have already shared the SFM planner with you all, that 1.5 day planner. Thank you, and do not forget to subscribe my channel.